express my I would like to express my gratitude to Institute for Counseling and Transactional Analysis for providing such a great platform for interaction. And then I want to say my thanks to the conveners of National Conference for Transactional Analysis 2025. That is the 52nd conference. That itself shows the significance of the NCTA. So today, my topic is patterns and power plays woven into our life stories. This topic we can approach in 3 tiers. First one is pattern, another one is power plays and life stories. I'll start with a small introduction of life story. We all have a plan for our life, which is not known to us. Unconscious life plan. That is what it is called, script. And this is written when we were very small kids. When we are not able to think properly, when we are not able to see the world properly, by the 6 years, a script is formed in our brain, which is reinforced many times. And as adult people, we follow unconsciously, we follow the script. And important decisions in our life, sometimes it is being controlled by script without our awareness. This is the basic structure of script theory in transactional analysis. So it says we all have a life story. And we will go further detail into the patterns and power plays. And the last part of the presentation about life stories, I'm not going into much details here because of the time constraint. So can anybody say what is a pattern? Am I audible to everybody? Is there any disturbance? Thank you. Thank you. And can anybody say what you mean by a pattern?
Something that happens regularly in a specific way.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sajda. And can you share that slide where a pattern's image is given? Pattern is a regular, repeated, occurring form of design. Designers know that. It is repeated in a particular format. Can you see the slide? Okay. Let it come. Let it come. We will go with this pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. This slide is available to everybody. You can approach conveners. It is open to all. However,
Ranjit, is this the one?
Yeah, third slide.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Can you see these images? 3 images are given. One jotted with pen, and another one is on sand. Another one is something like an embroidery. This is called patterns because it is repeated in a particular manner. It is recurring. And this pattern of sand that is formed with the play of gravity, wind, water flow, and so many other aspects. Some design is formed in the sand. Likewise, in our brains also some particular patterns form. We call it neural pathways. And thank you, Sajida. You can take off the sharing so that I can see all. We will come back to the slide. Only 3 slides I need for the presentation. So this repeated pattern that is happening inside our brain also causes some change in the way we think, way we experience our feeling, and the way we behave with others. So there are thinking pattern, feeling pattern, and behavioral pattern. Now, the transactional analysis. It is a theory of psychology, a theory of personality. And transactional analysis try to understand the personality in a term called ego state. human personality is divided into 3 different ego states. Ego state is nothing but a state of mind, you can say. So the 3 ego states are parent ego state, adult ego state, and child ego state. Sajida, can you share the first slide where the PSC diagram is shown? So parent ego state contain thoughts, feelings, and parents we copied from our parents. Adult ego state is our response to here and now reality. And child ego state is thoughts, feelings, and experiences we experience as child. So this is the basic structure of first slide, second slide. This is the basic structure which is drawn as PSC diagram in transactional analysis. Sajida, can you share second slide? I'm using a tab, so I'm not able to operate on this technically. That's why Sajida is helping me. Thank you, Sajida. Thank you. So this is the PSC diagram that you can see here: parent, adult, and child ego state. For those who are new to TA, I'll just say it with a small example. When something happens, some strange thing happened in our life. For example, I happen to see, I'm living in Kerala, I happen to see an elephant in front of my house. So my child ego state will be excited or afraid to move. Oh, there is a huge animal in front of my house. Maybe I'm afraid, or maybe I'm excited out of curiosity. My adult ego state will inquire the reason for why that elephant is here, how it has come here. That is here and now reality testing, thinking style. And the parent ego state may say, oh, seeing an elephant is a good omen. I have just copied from my parents some of the experiences or verbatims that I have been copied from my parent. This is what ego state is. So ego state consists of thoughts, feelings, and patterns. So now we will go into slightly deeper mode of the presentation in this subject. Transactional analysis is different from other theories, psychological theories. There are 3 different ways it is different. I'm just telling 3 different ways. There are more unique features of TA. I'm not explaining that here. First one is we can break down complex human behavior into ego states or transactions. That is the first advantage of TA or over other psychology theories. Second one is there is a contract in transactional analysis. Contract is a mutual agreement, bilateral mutual agreement between the client and practitioner. There is a contract in TA. So in contract, there is equality and honesty. These are the 2 important things of contract. And TA is a theory of internal and external aspect. What happened to my brain when I come across something external, some events. And Sajida, now I need only one more slide. If you want, you can stop the presentation. Otherwise, we can wait for that slide. Okay, that is the...
Which one is that? Which slide do you want?
6th slide. Slide number 6. Yeah. You see, this is how TA analyzes human behavior. I have, this is a representation of 2 different people on other side. And transaction is happening. Transaction is a combination of a question and an answer. In TA terms, a stimulus and a response. Stimulus is something initiating of the communication and response is reply to a communication. Here, there is no reply shown in this particular transaction. Person A, that is the first diagram, is giving a transaction to the other person. That is this car is cheaper, but it will not suit your budget. That is the transaction. And along with that, there is a psychological message going from, which is not spoken there, which says, you don't deserve this car. You are not rich enough to buy this car. This is a particular type of transaction. We call it ulterior transaction. There are different type of transactions. Let us not go into other parts of transactions. We will focus on this type of transaction for now. And Powerplays can be understood using this method. And another example is, for example, a manufacturer, such that you can stop the presentation. Now, anybody who want the presentation, you can contact conveners, you can get it, so that I can see more faces. And so we will understand what is Powerplays, and we will see what are the patterns and how it is making some psychological disturbances in people, or how it is making some peculiar stylish behavior in people. There are thinking patterns, many examples of thinking patterns there. For example, cognitive disorder. There is a list of more than 10 or 14 cognitive disorder. One among them is black and white thinking. Either or thinking. That person did not smile at me when he see, so he don't love me. One smile is equal to love. This kind of thinking is black and white thinking. This is a thinking disorder. This is a thinking pattern. Like that, one more example I'll tell for thinking pattern is, which is called ANT, automated negative thinking. Negative thinking, one after another, it will flow in the brain in a repeated pattern. This is an example of thinking pattern. Now come to the feeling pattern. In transactional analysis, emotions are beautifully studied. So many topics are there in connection with emotions. That is another area of the area of strength of TA. That is, first is strokes. Stroke is a unit of recognition. Whenever some person is recognizing me, hi, Ranjit, this is Ranjit. I'm feeling a kind of positive thought or positive experience within me. So strokes are connected with the emotion. And there is another feature of transaction analysis, which we call racket feeling. Racket feeling is actually a substitute feeling, because in society, we are not allowed to express or experience all feelings. For example, men are not supposed to cry. That is a social dictate. And what will happen to the men? They will suppress the anger. They will suppress the sadness, and they may express it as anger. These situations are, this kind of feelings are called racket feeling, which is not an authentic feeling. And all of us know it's a source of psychological agony to many people. Not only men, women also have such restrictions. So racket feeling is another area of transactional analysis, which is connected with feelings. And there are other terms like be strong. You're not supposed to express your emotions. Some people are very rigid about emotions. That is also a wrong pattern of feelings. And now let us see what are the behavior patterns. It's very easy to understand. Intonations, gestures, postures, these are all behavior patterns, which is different, which will make stylized and repeated patterns of our behavior. So am I clear so far? Is the speed okay? Thank you, George.
Yes.
And there is his name is Cloud Steiner. He was a disciple of Dr. Eric Berne, who invented TA, rather who presented TA to the world. Sunil Kumar, thank you. And I'm not able to chat on this because I don't have a keyboard. I'm working with a tab. Sorry for that. And let us come back to the Cloud Steiner. Cloud Steiner said something. The slap child become a parent who slap. This is true in many of our cases. Sometimes we are not slapping our children, but we are using forces against them. May not be physical force, because nowadays society is changing, rules are changing, regulations are changing, but we are forcing people with emotions. We are forcing people with our thoughts. Famous poet Khalil Gibran says, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. Give them your love, not your thoughts. What a wonderful psychology lesson it is. So this is a pattern. There is a pattern of parents influencing the children. That also come under power play. And there are many other type of power play. We'll go into the power play mode now. Patterns we have understood. And now let us understand power play mode. What you mean by power play? Most of you are familiar with this term. Can anybody say what is power play? And an example. Because I will tell you one thing. Power plays happen intrapersonally. I can do some kind of power play with myself. That is intrapersonally. Interpersonally, I can do power play with others, and it happens in societies and among the countries. So, can anybody say one example of power play?
I don't understand intrapersonally, but I can explain interpersonally or between countries. It's exerting your power and trying to change somebody's behavior or make them do what you want.
Thank
Bullying,
you.
bullying
Thank you.
is one.
Thank you, Sajida. You exactly
ഞാൻ ആലപ്പുഴ പോണോ എനിക്ക്
the
സമയം
term.
ഇന്നൊന്ന് ആദ്യം
Bullying.
നോക്കണ്ടേ അമ്മ ഞാൻ ആലപ്പുഴ പോണം
Okay.
Concept Trump mode.
Exactly, Trump mode. Now, what is happening? Whatever we are importing from America, the tax 25% straight away tax is imposed. This is what power play happens among the countries. So let us leave about international aspect. Let us come to the uh, interpersonal aspect, because that is easily accessible to us. So earlier that transaction I have seen, this power plays we can draw in transactions and understand. Earlier that transaction I have drawn, that a person is telling, sir, this car is very good, but it may not suit your budget. There is a power play in that, because he's telling something to me without words, a kind of intimidation. This happens everywhere. Hyperoxygenation in supermarkets. Some research paper we can see in internet now. Hyperoxygenation. Most of the supermarket they use excess oxygen. So the people going there, they'll be breathing good scented oxygen, and it will help in impulsive buying. So this is a power play we never know. So there are hidden power play, there are open power play. Now, power plays, we can go more deeper into power plays. Physical power plays are there, psychological power plays are there. Crude power plays are there, subtle power plays are there. Crude power plays very strongly visible. Subtle power plays are not at all visible, but it happens under current. Physical power play is directly connected with the body, and psychological power play, it is the mind's game. Sajida, thank you. Very aptly you are presenting it. This is the diagram. It says all. And this is a direct adaptation from Steiner's book on power play. Wonderful book. I suggest all of you read it. The physical power plays are murder, rape, imprisonment, torture, beating, banging the doors. Okay, I have actually slipped the order. There is one more. Sajda, please come to the slide number 5. Then we'll come back to the 8. Slide number 5. Yeah, good. This is the definition of power play that is given by Steiner. A power play is any maneuver designed to get another person to do or stop doing something that he or she would not do in his or her free will. This is the definition. And if we go by example, one simple example is there. Suppose in public transport, that happened some years back. I don't know now it is there or not. Some people going very closer to the woman, standing woman, and touching them, brushing them. This is a kind of power play. Without their willingness, when this is happening, it is a power play. And now we'll come to that slide. The murder, rape, imprisonment, torture, beating, and banging. These are the crude physical power play. In many of the countries, beating the children is legally banned. I think in India also it is something like that. But sometimes we beat the children even now. And these are physical and crude power plays. Physical and subtle power play is touching, looming, space invasion, just getting into other person's space. That is also physical power play. Leading by arm, pulling by arm and leading, making someone stand or sit. If you are going to some office of a powerful person, especially police stations and all, sometimes they may not give you chair. So that is physical power play. And patting the head without permission. Sometimes we do it to children also. Come on, child. They will just grab their cheek. These are all power plays. Please abstain from this. And when it comes to the psychological, I think that is also as damaging as physical power. Insults, interrupting while talking, sulking, ignoring, power plays. Lie with awareness. That is blatant lying. And psychological and subtle power plays are false logic, sarcastic humor, discounting, lies of omission. That is lies of omission. Advertising and propaganda. That also comes as power plays. Thank you, Sajida. We can switch off the slide for now. It's all done. Thanks. So I think everybody has got a idea of what is power play. I will say some more examples to make it clear and to understand why it is significant. As I told you, in two of the slides, I have shown examples for how we can understand power plays using transactional diagrams. That is the crux of the presentation, which is given in the slideshow. You can check it. Some of the examples of power plays that happens in romantic relationship. One is silent treatment, withholding communication to punish or control the parent. How many of you have experienced this? That's an emotional blackmail, we call it. That is also a power play. Creating emotional distance. It's actually a lose standoff, not win-win standoff. Husband and wife fight, and sometimes it lasts for weeks. Or I know I have come across some people who never talk to each other for 1 month or so. So that is a kind of power play. Jealousy and possessiveness, limiting the other person's interaction with other people. You are not supposed to talk to him. You are not supposed to talk to her. Out of insecurity. That is, these are the power plays normally happen. Not only this, the Steiner has given particular names for this. Intimidating power plays are there. So that we will get to know clear picture of this happening power play. Another example of power play is relationships. One is financial control. Husband and wife living together. Husband is having indirect financial control over wife. This time, electricity bill is too much. You'll have to control. This time, coconut oil price is soaring. Please control it. This can be power play. Also, this can be adult information exchange. This become power play when it is done from one particular ego state, especially parent ego state or child ego state. When the adult ego state in transaction analysis is involved, this is not a power play. Another power play in family is conditional love, showing affection to the children only when they meet your expectation. Got good marks? Okay, my cutie child. They failed in examination? Oh, exactly like father or exactly like mother. You know, don't study, stupid. So that's a rejection. That's a conditional love. That is also a power play. And guilt trips. If you do this, I'm going to stop talking to you, or I'm going to cut all relationship with you. Otherwise, if you do this, the worst form of guilt trip is, if you do this, I'm going to suicide. This is another kind of power play that is prevalent in our society. Many of the suicide happen from this kind of transactions. Threats and intimidations. Threatening. If you do that, I will show you. That is a power play that happens in family. In friendship also that happen. Social exclusion. The people who don't drink will be eventually excluded from the drinkers gang. And what they are expecting, either let him come and join our drinking party. This is also power play. If a person want to move away from something bad, he will be pulled into this. This happens with our teenage children. Many places, people are pulled into the gangs by using bullying, different kind of power plays. And children also do power play with the parents. One person, he was talking to me, he's having 2 daughters, and first daughter, after graduation, she wanted to go to UK and study. And this person was not financially, he was an auto rickshaw driver, was not financially well off. And this girl insisted, I have to go and study. So he pledged his property and found some 25 lakh rupees to send her. After 5 years, she came back without a job. And still she's demanding more money to go to another country. This is a power play. Many of the middle class or lower middle class families are experiencing this kind of power play from the children. So enough of power plays. Now let us understand how to stop this. Before going that, in organization also power play happens. One example is micromanagement. What time you came here, what time you punched, what are the jobs you have done in 5 minutes. This is a organizational power play. Another one is withholding important, significant informations. Informations will not be given to the people, and they have to take some decision. Decision will go wrong. Then these people will attack. That is another power play, which can become game. Games is another segment of TA. And now, how can we stop doing power plays? There are 4 methods, 4 points I am discussing in this presentation. Of course, there are many other methods. 4 important methods is, first one is awareness. Identify the power plays. For identifying the power plays, this TA diagrams can help you. And before you do anything, just check, am I compelled to do this? Power plays impact us in 2 ways. Either we do power play on others, or others do power play on us. So are we under power play, or are we doing power play? This is the part of awareness. Identify the power plays. There are different kinds of power plays. First is intimidating power play. Intimidate the other person. You are not okay. I am much better than this. You can see in some corporate office, when you sit in their sofa, you simply sink into this. So that person feels smaller. The other person is sitting in the very higher chair. This is an example of power play. So architecture is also done enhancing these possibilities. And another significant aspect that need to be discussed is critical parent. This is a concept in TA, which is called, we have seen what is parent ego state. In parent ego state also, there are two divisions. One is critical parent, another one is nurturing parent. Nurturing parent is very caring, protecting and supporting parent. Critical parent is controlling, directing, and criticizing form of parent ego state. So this ego state is installed in our brain. We also have a critical parent. This critical parent sitting in our head is telling us to control other people or be subjected to other people's control. How? Let us see how it is done. The critical parent, this Cloudsteiner has clearly divided into 5 different way critical parent is controlling people. First one is by saying or by convincing you are bad, you are sinful, lazy, or wicked. These are the information I have about myself. I am stored in myself, my brain. I'm not good enough. I'm sinful. I'm lazy. I'm wicked. And another aspect is you are ugly. You don't look nice. You don't speak well. Your body proportions are not good. Either you're fat or you're slim. Ugly face, ugly body. So bad, ugly. And third aspect of critical parent is crazy. You are mentally retarded. You are mentally excited, or you are not good enough psychologically, emotionally, or you are irrational. You cannot think. These are all crazy kind of belief system we are keeping in our brain. And third one is you are stupid, retarded. You are not grown up. This we are told to, we are telling to our children many of the time. Children are not supposed to hear this. Go away. That is stupid. And last one is doomed. Ill, hopeless, or self-destruction. This is the outcome of doomed messages. So identify the critical parent element within you. What are the residues? Use a sandpaper and clear it. I'm just joking. This process needs a lot of self-awareness, lot of deliberate practice, and understanding the critical parent within you, and from whom you have copied it. It may be from your mother, it may be from your father, it may be from the societies from whom you have copied it. Identify and remove that. And another concept of moving away from power play is equality and intimacy, equality and honesty. In all our relationship, let us have equal stand. Let it be husband, wife. Let it be children and parent. Let us have equal stands. After 15 years, Chanakya says, after 15 years, treat your child like your friend. It is not that kind of friend. Of course, you can have some kind of control over the people, but it should not lead to a kind of power play. So equality, gender equality is very important. Women are power played very badly in our society. So equality and honesty is the method to resolve it. And final part of the presentation, or final part of how to deal with power play, is non-chorus and let us this kind of pursue. I need something. I want my daughter or son to be an engineer. I'm telling her, you study whatever you want, but I am persuading her through another channel. That is that chorus type of power plays. So non-coercive relationship. That will improve the way we deal with people. And when I say this, non-coercive and non-coercive and cooperative contract, these are the terms from Cloudsteiner. I remember something from our Indian education system, because Father George Kandathil always says we have to learn from Indian context. In India, wherever there used to be any method of instruction, a teacher and a student, a guru and a shishya, when they do a kind of knowledge transference or knowledge exchange, a kind of Shanti mantra is uttered before that. That is Om Sahana Vavadu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinamadhi
എനിക്ക് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്.
Vidushavahai. That is the Shanti mantra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Last part of its piece. And the translation goes like this. Sahana Vavadu. Let us stay together. Let us be equal. Let us be in I am okay, you are okay position. Let us be equal. Let us stay together. Let us eat together. Eat together means Sahana Bhunaktu. Eat together means let us eat the knowledge together. Let us have the knowledge together, acquire the knowledge together. Sahanau bhunaktu saha viryam karavavahai. Let us acquire the nourishment from the knowledge and let us be empowered. And let us not hate each other. What a wonderful contract in teaching. This is from Taittiriya Upanishad. And this Cloudsteiner, after seeing thousands of patients and thousands of clients, after doing a lot of research, he has established this non-coercive and cooperative contracts. If we do the same with our wife today, tomorrow we may have to get up and make the morning breakfast. So this is what I want to say. And some more aspect to I'm adding to this. The conference which is coming up in Fort Kochi is going to be a really wonderful place. You know, in Fort Kochi, 4.5 kilometers, there are 30 different communities living and 17 different languages are spoken. Malayalam, English, Hindi, Tulu, Telugu, Kannada, Gujarati, Punjabi, and foreign languages, Arab, African languages. Communities are still living. So there are many tangible and intangible signs of history still in Fort Kochi. So Fort Kochi is the best place to study about stories we live. So I invite all of you to be a part of this wonderful conference. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can take some 3 minutes. After that, I will have to hand over back to the conveners for conclusion. Thank you. Thank you so much.